Greetings, my beautiful queens and kings. If you stopping by, welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne
Bethany's
streets.
dad catches Lynette on the property with Greg. First of all, I know he's gonna have a fit. I know Bethany's father gonna have a fit when he sees her. However, she's the guest of Greg, who's building a case, whether you like it or not. So you're gonna butt your nose into something that's none of your business. Whatever happened with Bethany, you filing charges was unethical and wrong anyway. And it happened in Montana. You got a restraining order saying she ain't supposed to be in that building? I don't think so. If not, you have to leave that woman alone. You want her off the premises because of what reason? Something that happened in another state with your daughter, not you. Your daughter's not there. So, Greg, you know good and well that this was going to be a problem with your father anyway. I don't know why y'all don't meet at your attorney's office, which is the proper thing to do. Your attorney, your witnesses meet there. Don't come to your personal place of business, especially when the person that you suing may pop up there and your father's there who filed charges against this woman. So, Greg, you was really stupid on this one. Let's get into it.
Hi. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
Thanks for agreeing to meet.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
You should have knew Lynette not to come there.
First things first, I want to apologize on behalf of my family for sending you to jail for that time and what happened in Montana. Absolutely uncalled for. And my father had no right to do that. Once again, picking sides with Bethany. That being said, I am glad that you were able to kind of give it to her a little bit. Someone needed to, and it was definitely, she had it coming for sure.
Yeah.
As a boy, when we got into our little stuff, of course I'm not going to hit a woman, things like that. She's
Right.
still my sister, and I still love her as my sister. But being honest, I'm glad that you were able to kind of.
I knew Greg was gonna love it.
It's not something that I'm proud of, but in the moment, again with what, was going on with her mouth.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes,
Absolutely.
She was doing it in a very manipulative
In that catty,
way.
that
Yes,
comment way. She has a way.
Yes.
She's like a tick. She just gets under your skin, and she just.
And she was playing Miss Goody Two Shoes, he and ha-ha in front of everybody, and when it was just me and her, she was being very condescending, very manipulative, saying really hateful things.
That's
Greg.
exactly how it was working with an office. When my dad was around, or when a tenant was around, she was Miss. Oh yeah, but as soon as they left, or as soon as whatever. It was immediately, it was to me. And I was like, I didn't even do anything. I didn't.
Well, what really kind of gets me is that she flipped it so quick and played the victim.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Yes.
Did you just do that?
Yeah.
And, so yeah, as soon as she went in on, the racial stuff and.
Yeah. Bethany got to be stopped and taught a lesson. She'll never stop.
What was said. And
I don't know what lesson she's going to get to make us stop.
That she got into a fight, I said, well, the first words out of my mouth were, well, what did Bethany say? Because you would have never done anything like that. I know that about you. How are you feeling about, are you still okay to witness? I mean, I know you've been through, the Newbergers have put you through the ringer, literally, so if you would like to step away, I totally understand. But how are you feeling?
Oh no, I'm going to drive this train into the court.
Okay. You know she is going to drive this train.
I'm very happy to hear that. That makes me incredibly happy. I think together you and I are the ones who are going to finally put her in her place. You did it, and now it's my turn to
I'm not doing it for a malicious manner.
Neither am I.
I just think that she finally, as much as she torments everybody, she really needs to learn a really valid lesson.
That's what this whole case has been about. The money talks or whatever, but she cannot be in charge. She can't be here. What's going on? I'm having a meeting. Can I help you?
Now for part 2 of this double review. Miss Newberger came in, and he kicks Lynette off the property Lynette gets kicked off the property. Mr. Newberger not having it. Let's get into it.
I'm having a meeting. Can I help you?
Yeah, Lynette, what are you doing here?
Hello, Mr. Newberger. How are you?
I'm fine. What are you doing
It's
here?
good to see you.
I asked you.
Girl,
to
no
be here.
niceties to that
She's
man.
with me. We're having a meeting. Can I help
I
you?
was invited down here by
It's
Greg.
not good to see him. He
to
got
have
you
a
locked
meeting.
up.
Greg, I told you, I don't want this mess in my building. Lynette, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Derek.
Whatever your business is, I'm sure it has nothing to do with the running of this business here.
You
Does
know
it?
what it is about, and I
know
am
what it's
able
about.
to do that. I'm still in charge of this. Yes, you are. It's your building, but I'm still the manager here, Dad.
He's
And
gonna
we have people in
unmanage
and
you
out of here
soon,
all the
Greg.
time.
You're
Watch.
supposed to be the manager of this building. That's my business, not your own business, and that foolishness.
Yes.
Lynette, I'm gonna have to ask you again. You're gonna need to leave.
Would
You
you-
guys can go and discuss this off my property on your time, not on my
Well,
time.
That's
that
what I
being
said.
I did want to sit down and have a discussion with you as well. In regard to what had happened in Montana, I understand your stance as a father to Bethany. I understand that. However, there are some other issues that I would like to confront you with about Bethany and about me being.
Wait, you want to
put in
confront
jail.
me?
I would like to confront some.
You done said the
issues.
wrong word. Let me tell you something. You girl, you need to know better when it comes to white supremacy. You are not confronting him with anything because he feels he above you and above the law. So I don't know why. This is what irks me about Lynette. I don't know why she thinks she can reason with people like this because there's no reasoning. He's not trying to hear anything you got to say, just like Bethany wasn't trying to hear nothing to say. You talking about, oh, you trying to be so nice to people. And that's the problem with us. Want to be always so nice and cordial, thinking that that's the right godly thing to do. But guess what? We see God's wrath when we see earthquakes and hurricanes. So don't act like the good Lord don't get angry. So we gonna sit up here and stop acting like we got a pussyfoot around and be so gentle to people who spit in our face and treat us like crap all the time and want to turn the other cheek. Oh, no, 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 no. Because sometimes you have to, just pray you have God on your side and stand for justice regardless to whom or what, and fear no one but God, and take a stance. But at the end of the day, the devil ain't gonna take reason with you. Try to be slick and try to make evil seem fair seeming, but not going to reason or listen to you or go your way. No. So trying to be nice and cordial with him or Bethany is not going to work, Lynette. I don't know why she thinks it will, because you speaking against his daughter. You lay hands on his daughter and now he's seeing red, and that's all that matters. Talking about it's unethical what you did, and just go to the bar association on what he did. Stop trying to talk thinking you're going to change their mind, because it's not happening, girl.
Well,
Same with Larry.
obviously you're here. It has something to do with Greg's business. I don't want anything to do with that. And Greg, I'm not going to tell you again. Your personal business is off my property.
Greg,
and
you
on
about to
your
get
own
fired.
site.
This is not personal, Dad. This is business. I blocked this time out in my schedule for this meeting. I'm not taking up
And
any
this
time.
meeting is about your lawsuit against Bethany.
It's about whatever it's about, Dad. It doesn't matter. With the
Greg, don't play games with me. I know what it's about, and you're not going to do it on my time.
Okay, but
Plainly
Bethany
and
can do whatever
simply.
she wants on her time and on your time.
Greg, I've directed you not to do this on my time. You want me to move you back to Clayton?
Is that
Told
okay?
you.
Back there?
Told you.
Listen,
Told you.
are you confronting me too?
There's nothing to confront you about.
I told
Dad.
you,
Yeah,
Greg.
that's exactly right.
Mr. Newberger, you don't need to get defensive. Nobody is trying
Lynette,
to harm you.
I'm not going to be.
Please don't yell at me.
I am not going to be
nobody is
dictated
raising
or
their
admonished
tone.
by
Lower
you.
your tone. Lower your tone. I am not being disrespectful
Lynette,
to you.
if you don't leave
Please do
right
not
now, I'm going to have
Girl,
you,
he gonna call the cops
escort
on
off
you.
the
Stop
property.
trying to
You and I
reason
will
with this
have
man.
another conversation about more important
Lynette,
issues.
off the
You
property.
need to be more concerned about what you did. Yes, you.
Greg,
This is completely
you are on
inappropriate.
very
This is
thin
completely
ice.
uncalled for.
Inappropriate.
You are on thin ice.
You have no idea.
At this point, Lynette, leave this man's property and stop thinking that you can take a stand on people that's not trying to hear you. Leave that man's property. And Greg, you need to stop going back and forth. I said this before in another video. They haven't spoken on this. I don't even think Greg knows this, but I honestly do not think that Greg is this man's son. I don't think that. I really don't. And I don't think that Greg knows it. He thinks that's his father. He don't understand why he always has Bethany's side, because Bethany is his child, Greg, and you not. When is this gonna come out? I don't know. But you cannot tell me, normally sons are not treated like this in their families. And the fact that he treats Greg like crap, I think it's some unspoken secret or understanding between him and the wife. I don't know if he was adopted or he was the product of an affair and they kept the child or whatever, and he agreed to stay with the wife and let the father be out and raise him, but still in the back of his mind, he don't like him because he's another man's child. One or the other. But he treats Greg like trash, and I do not think that that's his man's son. Anybody else think? Put in the comments.
You very unprofessional,
Lynette,
very unethical.
Again,
Mr.
I'm not
Newberger.
going to be admonished by you. Get off the property, or I'm going to have security remove you.
You know what?
That's the last time I'm going to tell
Gladly.
you. And Greg, this is the last time I'm going to tell you not to
Get
have
up and
any
go.
involvement with this on my time, on my property.
I am so
You
sorry
wanna do
you
it?
have to deal with this.
You wanna-
I'm sorry.
Get up and leave, Lynette. Golly.
Go.
No need to call security.
Want to keep being treated like trash?
This is, well,
Go.
you've obviously.
But you and I will
I
have a
don't-
conversation.
No, you don't. He don't have to have a conversation with you. He ain't trying to
And
hear
you're gonna
you.
want to hear what I have to say.
No, he don't.
You should listen.
He don't want to hear it.
Completely inappropriate.
I don't know why y'all think this man or Bethany is gonna reason with any of you. Inappropriate. Greg, you talking like a civilized person with some sense, and your dad and your father do not have that. I mean, your dad and your sister don't have that. No reasoning. No class. No couth. None of that. No reasoning sensibly with them. It's their way or the highway. Period. And they will always be right and above people. Point blank, period. And the quicker Lynette and Greg knows that, just handle your business against them. Do what you got to do. Because trying to have a conversation and all that, it's not happening. It's not happening. Period. He done popped in there. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing you got to say, Mr. Newberger, with your nasty self. Because you just like your daughter. You are just like her. And Greg, you're not going to get anywhere with this woman. I don't know why you have had Lynette come here. Smartest thing for you to do, you and Lynette, was to say, I don't want to step foot in that property. I know, we need to meet, but is your attorney available? Or can we meet at a neutral spot, Starbucks or something? But don't come in that man's office and bring more heat on yourself, Lynette. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that they should have met somewhere else to avoid Mr. Newberger in this mess? Because I don't think he knows that Lynette is a witness. And now that may make him put some more irons in the fire. He may start to plot more against them in this case to ensure Greg doesn't win, just to not have her testify against Bethany. This man will do anything for Bethany at any cost. And I don't know if this is a good thing. I don't know if it's something that will make him nervous. But I mean, come on, Mr. Newberger, you're not that much above. You're not above the law like that. Something's got to give with these people. Something's got to give. Because they, they are wicked people in high places. I mean, Scripture even talks about them, but there's still a God that sits on the highest place, and he's still always in control. So every dog gets their day. Trust and believe. So, and I hope Bethany gets hers in court. So let me know what you think about this, fam. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Wow.